Good late night, good morning to all. Welcome to a tropical update from the Cayman Hurricane Center for the overnight hours of the 5th of July going into 6th of July 2025. And folks, here we are, tropical update. And of course, we've had our first and second storm of the season, Andrea, Barry. We now are on Chantal. Chantal, strongest storm so far for the 2025 season and is bearing down on the Carolinas. So let's get to it here, folks. So, of course, here you go, satellite imagery of Chantal as she approaches the coast of the Carolinas. Again, folks, we are hours away now of the potential landfall here of Chantal on northern portions of South Carolina, southern portions of North Carolina. So again, just getting down to the particulars here for you. Of course, here we are with Chantal. The latest updates now, 33.2 north, 78.8 west, about 75 miles east-northeast of Charleston, South Carolina, 85 miles southwest of Wilmington, North Carolina. Winds are at 60 miles per hour. The movement generally to the north at 8 miles per hour. Pressure down to 1,002 millibars. As you can see here, we do have tropical storm and tropical storm warnings and watches in effect. South Santee River, South Carolina, Surf City, North Carolina, under that tropical storm warning. Estito Beach to South Santee River, South Carolina, there in that tropical storm watch. Of course, interest elsewhere across the southeastern coast of the United States, as well as the mid-Atlantic and northeast, should closely monitor the progress of this system. We do note that, again, this system is expected to be making its way towards the coast and landfall there in the next couple of hours. And of course, there's still some slight chance of further intensification, although time is very limited now here, folks. But again, landfall is soon approaching. After making landfall, we do expect that weakening will occur afterwards as it moves across North Carolina. And again, we also note that, again, storm force winds 140 miles from the center. Spring-made Pierre, South Carolina, reported winds of 47 with gusting to 56. Again, we note that with the winds, we do have Hurricane Hunter's aircrafts out there, as well as radar imagery that have confirmed that the system is continuing to strengthen. Also, just to note with the forecast here, something to take a note of that we're noting is that the system seems to be passing on the east side of the forecast. And as such, one has to consider that the system may track a little bit differently than expected. Again, these small movements are going to be rather important here. Again, with the system pulling more northwards rather than north-northwestwards as was projected, one does need to consider that as the system eventually pulls more northeast. With that, less land interaction with the higher terrain, closer to the water. We might see the system maintain itself if it is closer to the coast and pulling north and east quicker than expected. That is something that we will be needing to pay attention to. Just a quick look here at the longer range guidance here. Again, after the system moves across the eastern portions of the Carolinas, getting out into the mid Atlantic and then getting out into the open sea. So we're going to have to watch that. If this system does pull further to the coast, less land interaction, be able to maintain itself a little bit more, we could be dealing with a more active, stronger system out here. So we're going to have to be watching that as we go forwards. In terms of the immediate impacts here, folks, just to note, we're expecting 2 to 4 inches of rain with locally higher amounts of 6 inches expected. With that, we also want to note that there is the storm surge and rip current risk expected of this. Here, we do note that, sorry, this is the. Where am I? Right, there you go. Sorry about that, folks. So again, surge, again, 1 to 2 feet expected, South Santee River to Surf City, North Carolina. Again, with that, the rip current threat extends from northeastern Florida all the way to the mid-Atlantic states. Of course, the higher of the risk, again, northern South Carolina, all the way up to the North Carolina, Virginia border regions. Again, folks, we'll closely monitor this, and if there's any further updates, we will pass that along. Folks, good luck for those in the Carolinas. Stay safe out there. Don't go out in the flooded areas. And again, here's a radar imagery here from the area. Just a quick note here, folks, with the radar imagery. What some have looked at and suggested that the system was making landfall. We do see that bit of rotation here. That is mid-level rotation. Our actual system, you may kind of sort of see it, is actually within this area here. That is where the core of our system is, or the center of our system is. We note that, again, with the stronger bands moving in, we want to take close attention to these areas here. That will be the areas that may potentially bring on the risk of those tornadoes, which we do have that risk for isolated tornadoes tonight through the Sunday for South and North Carolina. So we're going to be watching that too as we go forwards. Folks, that is the update here from Cayman Hurricane Center with regards to Chantal. And any further updates, we will pass that along.